Yo, smash, just smash, get all you got. Yeah, man, sup my purples, welcome to the black hole. My name is Blessed Beats. Yep. You can use the machine as a quite intricate looper. I mentioned that in another video. Now we're gonna have a look-see at how that can work in practice. Keep in mind, I'm not a good improvisationalist nor a beatboxer, but let's double microphone it up. I got this dynamic microphone plugged into the machine with a balanced cord, and Grunted right here is taking the input already. We could use the looper functions and sample straight in from the microphone and get the dry signal, but we're gonna do something a little bit different, all right? First of all, we're gonna make a new group, and from now on, we're gonna treat this group as our microphone input, all right? To keep it tidy, we can go into group and press pad mode here, hold shift and press rename. That's gonna allow us to rename the group for convenience. Microphone. Sorry about my shitty GoPro stand here. It might sway a little bit. Let's do the same thing with group A here. Let's treat group A as our looper. Rename it to Loopser. Get back out of pad mode and let's go back into our mic group. Now, the first thing we want to do is route the microphone into one of the pads here. We can do that by going into, make sure we're on sound first, and then go into channel. Nudge this little joggy one step to the left, and pick our first input there as an audio source. Let me get some headphones so I know what the fuck is going on here. Oh shit, it is working. You might be wondering why we're even doing this, and this is going to be the first step that you realize why. So it looks like we have nothing in here, but we do have the microphone signal routed into this pad. So if we hold shift and press browser and switch this over to effect, we can add some radio announcer compression. A little bit of that, and of course you can make your voice as wonky as you want. We could even put like a phaser on there for some trippy shit. But a more advantageful approach would be to make some send effects. Essentially, we're treating this pad as a bus channel now. Hold shift, press browser. And let's select the beat delay. Nothing happening because we have to edit the send from this one to send the signal from the microphone to the delay. And we do that by going back into channel. And this time, instead of an input, we want to be on output. And this is the first page you're going to see. So step one page to the right, and you'll find the beat delay as a destination choice here. And if we pull this up, we got some delay. Nice. Let's add that to the macros as well. Now we have it on our macro page. Now we have delay, some reverb, and the reverb size, which can be used to make some cool pitch twists in real time. You get the basic idea. You can use whatever effects you want to fuck your voice up. And it doesn't need to be a voice. It could be anything that you have plugged into the machine that you want to sample in real time and loop. All right, I think we have the basic setup that we need on our microphone group right here. And we're going to head back into our looper and see what we can do. The looper in the machine does relate to the sequencing in a way. So you will be able to use the tempo. Let's try turning the tempo down here and listening to the metronome by holding shift and tap. That is the tempo I can fucks with. Now we're pretty much good to go. So let's head into the sampler. And this is important, your input source. If we were to record now, we cannot make use of the effects. But if you have any external gear plugged into it and you don't want to route it through any internal effects of the machine on the fly, you can use that. Otherwise, we're going to go with internal, and we're going to choose our microphone as the input. And then hopping to the next page, go to loop. You could either set this length to be as a free length or a predefined length. So I'm just going to go with 1 bar. Here, it doesn't really matter if you pick take or sound. If you pick take, you can stack multiple takes on one pad and then pick between the takes later. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter which one you choose, it's going to start looping instantly. And the only time you would choose pattern is if you want to make a new pattern from what you just recorded on the loop that you're looping then and there. So say we pick sound here, we stack 4 different loops on top of each other, and that's a verse part. And then we want to start working on a chorus part instead. We can pick pattern, and that's going to allow us to start from scratch while keeping our verse loops in here, but hopping onto a new set of loops on the next one. Pretty intense how many different layers you can do, and that's only one group. You could have multiple looper groups too. So in theory, you could make how many tracks as you want, and it's multi-tracks at that. So you'll be able to edit them afterwards and have everything separated. When I press start here, it's not going to start right away because it's going to trigger when I press restart here and play it from the top. So whenever I'm ready, I can press this. If you do want some sort of accounting, you can just start it and hop in like that. And it just keeps going, so you can just set, if you want to make a longer piece next, say 2 bars. Then as it's rolling, you could, like here, I don't like my beatbox at all. So I might go in and add a, let it roll on the fly like that while I look for a kick. It's gonna be a kick trying to find that kick. Make it sound like a kick. What, you thought I couldn't do a kickflip? Because I'm not a skateboarder. Just how I'm not a beatboxer. Not a freestyler. So you can combine patterns, making patterns on the fly with internal sounds and recording outside sources into the looper as well. And you don't necessarily need to use the looper for everything, but you can have stuff plugged in and rapidly come up with song ideas like this. What's up, my purples in the place? Let's go into church. Tornadoes, twisters, orcanos, orcados, tomatoes, tomatoes. What you gonna do that, Johnny Bravado? My name is Jonathan, and that's me. Yes, my name is BLEZZ. Welcome to the chat, no ID. You can loop, take a lap, take a leap of faith, take a run, it's a marathon. What you want? That's what I'm gone with when I'm out. I'm gonna die with a massive clout. At least 15,000 subscribers. Hit that like, yo, smash, just smash. Get all that you got. Smash, smash. Get all that you got, my hunt. Mute, unmute, on the fly. You can see the potential here. It is pretty radical, all right? Thank you for watching. I hope this unlocks the doors to some massive fun for you, all right? Okay, bye-bye.